Alright guys, we got another update to what we're getting in OP-08. Before we covered Electrical Luna, we got leaks of the parallel leaders for Chopper and Carrot, of course Dr. Kreha, Pedro, yada yada yada, and of course KALGARA for the Shandorians, which is our yellow leader for the set. Very small update this time, so let's just get right into it. No more stuttering as best I can. So first off, we got 20 Doctors. Very weird card to get for red, but of course it's Drum Kingdom. It's just a straight up blocker. It's just your basic 2-drop blockers that we've always had. It's like Pearl. It's like that's the only one I could think of. But you know what I mean. We have a bunch of these 2-drop just basic blockers. We got one in set 4, which was a Don Quixote family blocker, and then again, like I said, Pearl for set 3, and then we got like a Big Mom Pirate blocker as well in set 3, a yellow one. So it's your simple stuff. I mean, it's one you can grab off of Dr. Kreha, that's for sure. So yeah, that's something. So let's get right into the real stuff. So the very first card we get obviously is Wiper. He's going to be a rare, so another possible alternate art card we could get. It's a 2000 counter, so perfect for KALGARA. It's an on-play ability. Look up to the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal an upper yard, and then add it to your hand. Then put the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order, and then you play upper yard from your hand. Okay, so like I did say in the previous video, because KALGARA is the leader, we might actually get to see upper yard get some more play. And with this card, that just proves the fact that we will see upper yard get some more play, because we get a 4-drop 5k body that helps it. You get to play it for free, you get a body on board, and all that. So that's really cool. I mean, a 2k counter is always good to have. 4-drop. It's no trigger, but doesn't really need a trigger. It's a pretty good basic 4-drop body, especially one that lets you play a stage for free. And since you get to play a stage for free next turn, you can play Braum, because Braum lets you, I think Braum is the card that lets you target a stage on your field or something like that. There's one like Sky Island card or Shandorian card that lets you target a stage on your field, and you get to put it to the bottom of your deck, and that's just what you use upper yard for. Because if you don't know, upper yard is a stage that you can only use it on the turn you play it, and then it just becomes useless after. It's kind of like Noah's Ark. So once you play it, the ability goes off, then it's just stuck on your stage until you play another one, of course. So just having a card that pretty much helps you get a body on board and a stage on board for pretty much free with an ability, that's pretty good, especially for KALGARA and the Shandorians. So really cool. Wiper has a second card, and it's somewhat better. Next up is Norland. So his name was Norland, not Noland. I'm pretty sure it's Noland in the English, dubs and subs and all that. And this is the ancestor of Cricket, Mont Blanc Cricket. And he's also a rare, so a possibility that he's also has an alternate art. So he's a botanist, and he's from Jaya, so another Jaya archetype. On play, if your leader has a Shandorian warrior type, and you have a KALGARA character in play, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. Okay, so a nice 5-drop body, 6k, good basic, good balanced stats for a 5-drop body with an ability. Helps you gain life, especially if you have a KALGARA on board. So if you can't tell right here, this is the last card in the update. It's Peckham's. We'll get into Peckham's later. With this ability, obviously, the next leak will probably show us what the KALGARA card is. KALGARA will probably be the boss monster of the Shandorian archetype. So yeah, we'll probably see that in the next update. The update will probably be out by the time I get back from my trip. So, again, nice stats for a 5-drop body. He's still counterable as well. Some 5-drops just aren't counterable at all. So, not bad. I mean, you're going to be running this in KALGARA, obviously, because it's the only leader that will be running Shandorians. No other leader runs Shandorians. So, obviously, you'll be running that in KALGARA. And it's just good to have a 5-drop body that helps you gain life. So, that's not bad. I can really see this working. Actually, I can see this working with what's that event called? I can't remember what the event's called. It's one of the Enel events. I don't remember exactly what it was. Whatever. It's one of the Enel events, unless I'm just crazy, but I can swear I remember an Enel event that works pretty well with this, but I can see this doing pretty good in the KALGARA deck. But we'll just move on. Don't want to make this a video too long because we only got 4 cards in this update. So of course Peckham's is a Minx, so it's going to be working in Carrot, obviously. It's also a Big Mom pirate because Peckham's was a part of Big Mom's crew. So if we ever get a green, yellow Big Mom stuff, you can run Peckham's in there. But when this character is active, your cost 3 or less Mink type characters other than Peckham's cannot be killed by effects. Okay, so it's kind of like the green 5-drop Luffy that I think we're getting in set 7 or EB-01, where if you have a certain amount, the Luffy is where if you have a certain amount of characters on board, your 3 drops or lower cannot be targeted by effects, or sorry, cannot be KO'd by effects. Peckham's just pretty much protects all your Minks because we only really have Minks cards that are under 3, or that are 3 or less. The only other Minks card that we have is the 5-drop Carrot that lets you restand an active Dawn. So, yeah, or sorry, an unactive Dawn. So the only big body Minks that we have is Carrot, the 5-drop from set 4. So he pretty much works with all the Minks, but of course not himself. But really good just to have a green card that pretty much protects your lower bodies, right? Because black's, like, one of green's biggest counters is because green's all about setup. So black won't be able to KO all your lower stuff now, especially stuff like Perona, unless Perona can get rid of Peckham's, which he is a 4-drop, right? So that's just one Ryumo away from getting KO'd. But I mean, 4-drop for 6k, that's not a bad stat. I mean, he isn't counterable, but you kind of really need him as counter because you're going to be playing him a lot to protect your Minks. So, pretty interesting update. I mean, Peckham's really good for green, right? Really good for the Minks archetype, especially for Carrot. Norlin helping with the Shandorians a lot, especially KALGARA. And we already know KALGARA is going to have a character card because of this ability right here. So yeah, I can't wait to see what KALGARA looks like for the character card. He has to be at least 5 or above. I can't see KALGARA being anything lower. Again, I think KALGARA will be the boss monster in the next update. Wiper getting a pretty good card for Shandorians, right? Free stage, free stage, good 4-drop, 5k body. So, and that's a pretty good ability in my opinion. And then you just have your basic 20 doctors. What a weird card. I mean, it is Drum Kingdom. There wasn't a lot happening in Drum Kingdom besides Nami getting sick and having 20 doctors. So, that's going to be it for this update. Pretty quick update, pretty quick video. I do have a video planned coming out on the 20th of this month because, again, after this update video that I post right now, I will be away on a trip. I do have a video planned coming on the 20th, and then once I come back from my trip is when I will be making more videos. So, that'll be it for this update. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you find some of these cards interesting. I already know Wiper is pretty cool. So that's just making me want to play KALGARA even more once the set comes out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.